Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know a lot of people are starting to look into or have already started homeschooling their kids for the first time with all that's happening with the pandemic and everything. And this is actually our third year homeschooling, so I decided to go ahead and show you guys what I'm doing with the kids this year for our third year homeschooling, which is kind of crazy that I've been doing it for that long already. But Caleb is in first grade kindergarten, so he's doing some kindergarten work, some first grade work, so he's in kind of a mixture of both. And Zoe is doing preschool work. So we're gonna go ahead and start with Caleb's work. For his reading, we are using the reading lesson, Teach Your Child to Read in 20 Easy Lessons. And I actually really am loving this. We started the book, and then, let's see, where are the first words? Just a couple lessons into the book, he was reading these words where he didn't hardly know the sounds at the beginning of the book. I've been loving how easy this is for him and how he can, he just caught on so quick. I highly recommend this book. I will be doing a flip through and just kind of show you guys more in detail what's inside of this book because it's so good. The beginning of our school year, we actually started out with Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons, and he hated that book. He refused to do it. He did not like it, and I didn't particularly care for it either. It was just really repetitive and the same thing every single day. We got like maybe 10 lessons into it, and he didn't pick up on any of the sounds or any of the words or anything. But we've been loving this one. I do have to say, when you start it, make sure you can get, like, we started it probably around August, and then we got busy with a move, and so we took a couple weeks off from school, and I've been having a hard time getting him back on track with reading and with just school in general. So I would not recommend if you're teaching a young kid to read, because Caleb is 5.5, so he is on the young side. But like, don't take like a 5-week break in between your school, because it'll be hard to get back on track. But that's beside the point. But the reading lesson, Teach Your Child to Read in 20 Easy Lessons, and as you see, it's a thicker book. But be on the lookout because I will be doing a flip through with this for you guys. Another thing we do is we are doing the Math Mammoth Grade 1A, the work text book, because Caleb is good with math. And we've been loving this math book too. We're quite a ways into it. It starts out with like a review of the kindergarten work, and then it gets into addition, and you focus mainly on one thing until you master that one thing, and then you'll move along. So he's been working on addition for a while now. He loves it. He loves his math. He's really, really talented with math, which is why I went ahead and decided to get him the first grade math book instead of like a kindergarten grade math book, because I mean, but he catches on pretty fast. So we have been doing this, and I will do a flip through of Math Mammoth as well. It's just one from a future lesson. So Math Mammoth is what he's doing for math. And then with science, I just picked up this little DK Workbooks science book for him. I'm not loving it. It's extremely basic, but it just is introducing him. But it is a little too basic, so I might be looking at something a little more advanced here soon for him. And then we're doing just another DK Workbooks, the language arts, and it's just basic stuff as well. You're learning about nursery rhymes and verbs, and this one's a little more advanced, so we've been working on nursery rhymes right now and sentences. So that's what we're doing for like language arts. And to help with his writing, and his numbers, just for more reinforcement, we're doing just a dot to dot. He does one every day with his work. So he'll finish all his schoolwork, and then he loves to do them, so we'll do them as kind of like a little reward. But it goes up 1 through 20, 25. I think 25 is the highest number. But they just get harder and harder. And that way it just helps him focus on his numbers and just connecting the dots and all that stuff. And I actually just printed these out, but it's just alphabet exercises. A, B, C, B, B, C, F, it's backwards, E, F, D, and it just reinforces ABCs. So we've actually been doing this every now and then. We don't do it every day, just because he does know his ABCs, but just something that reinforces it. And there's also a numbers one as well, and it's just different numbers, and it does not go in order, just to make sure that they have their numbers memorized and they know their numbers. And that is pretty much all we're doing right now with Caleb, is reading, math, science, language arts. I'm still looking for a history book for him and a few other things, but I feel like that's fine for now. I don't want to overload him with work, because the past few years it's been preschool and kindergarten work. So that's what we do with Caleb. With Zoe, we also have a connect the dots that she does. I'll help her connect the dots, and then sometimes she'll color them in, sometimes she won't. But she's been enjoying that as well. I also printed out this ABC sheet, and we'll just go through the alphabet. A, B, B, all the way through the alphabet with her to teach her letters. And then I have a 1 through 100 counting mat. We'll just do 1 through 20. 1, 2, 3. We'll go through with her, and sometimes I'll be like, okay, I'll just randomly point to a number. What number's that? And what number's that? And that way she can guess those. We also have shapes and colors that I'm teaching her, that we'll just go through, and we'll say the names and we'll point to them and everything. And while I'm working with Caleb with his math and his reading, she will just sit there and color through this book. This is actually what we got her last year as well, but she didn't fill it out, so she'll just turn to random pages and just color in it. This is just to keep her busy while I'm helping Caleb, before I can help her with her work. And then lastly, for Zoe, I also have flashcards. We have alphabet flashcards, uppercase alphabet flashcards. We have numbers. We have 1 through 10, and then 11 through 20. They are all mixed up, so that way she's not just counting and having them memorized. And I also have colors and shapes flashcards that we'll go through, and she'll tell me the shapes and then the colors. So we do those daily as well. And that's all that I do with Zoe right now. We don't have like a morning basket that we do in the mornings at the breakfast table. I need to get one put together and just start doing that again. But I did pick up this from the thrift store, Christian Mother Goose Tales, and it's just Mother Goose stories with obviously Christian's take on them that I'll read to them every day. And we've been enjoying reading through this. And that is all I have for today. If you wanted to see any, like a flip through of, well, I guess really the only, if you wanted to see any more details on any of the books that I showed you, just leave me a comment down below and I'll get that filmed and uploaded for you. And don't forget to be on the lookout for the Math Mammoth flip through, as well as the reading lesson flip through. Those will be up here shortly. But that's all I have for you guys today. I'll see y'all in the next one.